Welcome to Max's Football News for Kids.
Welcome to episode 9 of Max's Football News. So, we will be talking about a lot of transfers, right?
Absolutely. And later in the podcast, we have a review or recap of some of the opening games in the Premier League as well. But we've had a busy summer, and it's been a busy summer for transfers too.
Yes. So, at first we have Felix to Chelsea from Atletico Madrid. And that's actually very interesting.
Yeah, they paid £42 million for the transfer. João Felix is 24 years old and from Portugal. And he actually played for Chelsea already. He was on loan for 6 months in the 22-23 season.
Oh, wow.
Scoring 4 goals in 16 Premier League games.
That is very interesting.
And guess where he played last season?
Benfica?
Oh, he did come from Benfica originally, but no, last season he was on loan to Barcelona.
To Barcelona?
And he scored 10 goals in 44 appearances. But he says, really happy to be back at Chelsea, and I can't wait to get started.
Yes.
Moving right along.
Yeah, moving right along, we have Gundogan back at Manchester City after he left in 2023. So, as we know, he left in 2023 to Barcelona, but now he's back at Man City after just a year.
Yeah, and the story is that he's very upset with Barcelona.
Yes.
Because they basically ran out of money. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah. And so then we have Savio to Man City. And they paid him...
That's a good question, what they paid him. And he's Brazilian.
Yeah, so he's Brazilian. That's really cool.
And they paid 25 million euros plus an additional 15 million euros in add-on. And he's joining City from Troyes in France after a loan at both PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands and Girona.
Yeah, and so next up we have Lucas Nygaard.
Lucas Nygaard. Interesting because he's joining from FC Nordsjælland.
In the Superliga in Denmark, yeah.
And he signed his contract with Arsenal on his 18th birthday.
Yes, he is very young. I mean, that is actually amazing.
That's a great birthday present, right? To sign a contract with Arsenal on your 18th birthday.
Yeah, because Arsenal is a very big club.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, and he's a young goalkeeper, and he says he's a modern goalkeeper. He likes to be on his feet and run around.
Yeah, and so next up, we have Manuel Ugarte, and he transfers from PSG, and he's coming to Man United for £50 million. And Ugarte was actually United's midfield target. So they were trying to sign him for the midfield. Like he was like the main guy that they wanted to sign for midfield.
Exactly. And in general, actually, Man United has been on a tear this summer, spending a lot of money. The only club that's spent more money than Man United is
Chelsea. And they've
with £202.6 million.
Yeah, this summer. Yeah. And guess what? Liverpool have spent £0 this summer in summer transfers.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
They're like saving their money.
And Man City, as some of you know, which are facing, a lot of complaints that they used to spend a lot of money. This summer, they have only spent 33.6 million euros. So they're nearly at the bottom of the pile.
I think that's one contract. Is that not?
Yeah.
Savio?
Yes.
From France?
Yeah. We just spoke about.
And next up we have Chelsea, and they have signed Mike Penders from Belgium's KRC Genk in the Belgian
KRC
league.
Genk.
KRC Genk. And Penders is 19 years old and is also the goalkeeper for Belgium's U19 national team.
Very exciting stuff. I like hearing about these young players who have successful transfers.
Yeah. And then we have Napoli as they sign McTominay from Manchester United for £25 million. And that's 30 million euros exact.
Exactly.
Yeah. McTominay plays for the Scottish national team. And for the young listeners out there, you will be interested to know that he comes from Manchester United Academy.
So
he's
been trained with Man U since he was a kid, right? They have developed him.
Yeah, and I was actually also a bit like, what?
Yeah, because that's great, right? That's a real success story showing how, like, if you train a lot, if you come into the academies, then you have a real shot at becoming a professional football player.
Yes, and this is another Denmark to England one. Aston Villa have signed Ethan Amundsen from Copenhagen FC, and he will be playing for the U21 Aston Villa team. But the crazy thing is, and it's very interesting, is that he was born in Leeds, but he is Norwegian.
Amazing. That's a little bit like Haaland.
Yeah.
Haaland, right? Wasn't he also born in the UK?
Yeah, I think he was born in Manchester. No, because his dad played for Manchester City. Yeah. And finally, we have the Belgian midfielder Amadou Onana, and he's transferred from Everton to Aston Villa. This is Aston Villa's 8th transfer this summer, and third midfield together with Enzo Barrencha from Juventus and Ross Barkley from Luton Town.
And that would explain why Aston Villa this summer is near the top of the clubs in terms of spending money, having spent about £130 million.
Yeah, because that's 8 transfers.
Boom.
8.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Cash out the door.
Yeah. So I think
that kind of wraps up the transfers we wanted to chat to you about today. We can't overwhelm you with too many because in reality there's like hundreds of transfers, but we try to highlight the most interesting ones.
Yes, these are very interesting. And
with that, we will move on to review some of the opening games in Premier League.
Yeah, all right, let's move on. All right, guys, let's get to the Premier League games. So at first, we're going to be talking about Man City versus Chelsea. A very interesting game.
Great opening game.
Yeah, and it is also Haaland's 100th appearance, right?
For Man City, yeah.
Yes.
And how did he celebrate 100th appearances with Man City? With a goal.
A goal, yeah.
Yes,
a goal.
With a goal in the 24th minute.
And plus, it was in front of Cucurella. And the thing is why this is really cool is because after Spain won the Euros and then they celebrated in Madrid, Cucurella made a song about like, Haaland, you shall tremble, Cucurella is coming for you, in Spanish or something like that. Okay. And so then Haaland just got revenge and scored right in front of him.
That's right, but that was not going to be the end of the game.
Yeah, then Kovacic scored an amazing goal with amazing dribbling.
Yeah.
And he did like the celebration where he put his hands up. And I think he did that because I think before he went to Man City, I think he actually was in Chelsea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was, right?
And it was a long-range goal. It was from far away, far outside of the goal. So really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so...
So it's exciting start for Man City. 2-0 against Chelsea. Really great.
Yeah. Let's talk about the stats for the game. So, Man City had 11 shots and Chelsea had 10.
Yeah, in many ways they were pretty equal, the two teams. Also, if you look at possession, 52% for Man City, 48% for Chelsea. That's pretty
that's
pretty much the same.
Yeah. And then Chelsea had 3 shots on target and Man City had 5.
Yeah, in which yielded 2 goals. So clearly, that's one of the places where they had an advantage.
Yeah, and Man City also had more passes. But the thing is that they both made a lot of passes.
And great pass accuracy of 88 and 89%. So really top notch there.
Yeah, Man City with
Yeah.
89.
So if you look at the stats, it kind of looks like a very equal game, but the final score 2-0 doesn't tell you that it was an equal game.
Yeah, and so Chelsea had 490 passes. That's a lot. And same with Manchester City with 535.
Very cool game.
That's Man City had 45 more passes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely. Very good game. So let's move on to the next one.
Yes, guys. Let's move on. Next up, Man United met Brighton.
And this was a nail-biter of a game.
Yeah, Brighton won 2-1.
I
That's
know.
insane.
Spoiler alert.
Meh.
Meh. I would definitely have thought Man United would have won this game for sure.
Yes.
But Brighton got off to a great start.
Yeah, 1-0.
The
Danny
32nd minute.
Welbeck scored.
Yeah.
And then Amad Diallo took the equalizer in the 60th minute.
Yeah.
And then this is a last-minute goal Brighton scored. In the 95th minute, João Pedro scored.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's close. That's close.
Brighton as to the winner of the game.
Yeah. And
On the stats side,
Brighton even also had more shots with 14 and Man United had 11.
yeah. And one extra shot on target.
This is just a bit surprising.
Yeah. But what a great start to Brighton's to Brighton's Premier League.
Yeah, and Brighton with 5 shots on target and Man United with 4.
Crazy.
But at least Man United had more possession, 52%, and Brighton had 48. Yeah.
And it means now
Brighton is at 2nd place in the Premier League.
Yeah. On basically on goal difference. Because they are in a club of 4 that all have 6 points now after 2 games, together with Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool.
Yeah.
So they should enjoy their time in the sun.
Yeah.
In 2nd spot in the Premier League. Very cool.
Yeah, guys. All right. All right, and next up, we're going to talk about this very interesting match, Chelsea versus Wolves, 6-2.
What a game!
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea actually crushed them. Nicholas Jackson scored the goal in the 2nd minute. Do you know that breaks the record of the most fastest goal in history since 2017?
In Premier League?
In Premier League,
okay,
yeah.
Okay. And then Wolves equalized.
Yeah.
Mateus Cunha in the 27th minute.
And then Cole Palmer scored in the 45th. And then Wolves scored again. Jørgen Strand Larsen.
Yeah.
In the
Danish guy.
Yeah, Danish.
In extra time or sort of additional time in the first half.
Yeah. And then
so the teams basically went to they had their halftime. They were equal. 2-2.
And then
it was not going to stay that way.
And then Noni Madueke became a star there, scored 3 goals in the 49th minute, 58th minute, and 63rd minute. And then
what did he do during halftime?
I don't know.
How did he psych himself to go in and then score a hat-trick in less than 20 minutes? In 15 minutes, basically. In 15 minutes, he scored 3 goals in second half. I mean, my God.
And then
did he drink like Red Bull or something?
Yeah, and then I think João Felix scored in the 80th minute to make it 6-2.
Yeah.
And I think that was his first goal for Chelsea after Barcelona.
Yeah, after he came back. Yeah, because we just covered his transfer early in this program.
Yeah.
So what an exciting game.
It's exciting, yeah.
Cool.
All right.
weekend.
Finally, we have Liverpool against Brentford. Now, Liverpool actually crushed them on stats and crushed them 2-0 in the actual game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the main stat is like possession, where Liverpool was 63% and Brentford 37%. So I think that shows quite a lot. Also shots.
Yeah, Liverpool at 19, Brentford 8.
Yikes. And shots on target.
Liverpool 8, Brentford 2.
That was one busy Brentford goalkeeper.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
then Liverpool made 602 passes and Brentford made 364. To be honest, I think Liverpool played very well today.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
then actually, even if you disregard the number of passes, the pass accuracy was also better for Liverpool.
Yeah,
91.
Liverpool 91% and Brentford 81.
So, all in all, a really exciting start to the new Premier League season.
Yeah, and plus Brentford had more yellow cards because Liverpool had 2 and then Brentford had 3.
Not a good matchup. Simply not a good matchup.
Yeah, and now Liverpool sits 4th in the league, while Brentford is at 13th place.
Yes.
Wow.
Because they did win one game, so
Yeah.
they have 3 points, and there are Bournemouth has tied twice, so they only have 2 points. They're below Brentford.
Yeah.
Leicester City has 1 point, and then there's another 5 teams with 0 points. So
Yeah,
basically ones that have
and
lost.
then one that I think is really weird is that Ipswich Town is in 18th place, which means that they're in relegation. But the thing is, it's their first season in the Premier League, and so then they could go back to the second
Yeah, they
Yeah.
could be back in the
championship.
Championship League.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're only in this second match, and so there's lots of time left to go. Things can
Yeah.
still change. But of course, we quietly hope that Man City stays on top.
Hey! But I think Arsenal is actually also really good. I'm also a bit of an Arsenal fan because
Yeah.
we live in North London.
100%.
Of course, yeah.
All right, that wraps it up for our recap of Premier League.
Yes, guys. All right. Last but not least, we're gonna do the non-football nugget.
One of our favorite bits of every
Yeah.
episode.
But we also like when we talk about football too.
Of
Yeah.
course. And part
Yeah.
of playing football is you spend a bunch of energy. And sometimes you need a little energy boost so you can keep on going.
Yeah. So today we have Cheerios to Aereos.
Yes, it's like little sort of chocolate pastels from Nestle. And there are
Yeah.
ones with chocolate. This is these ones.
And then there are ones which are orange flavor kind of.
Chocolate with orange flavor melts.
Yeah.
And finally,
We have vitamin thing or
they're with peppermint, basically.
yeah, I don't like mint.
Chocolate balls.
Yeah, I don't really like chocolate balls of mint.
I actually
don't
like it a lot. It tastes the same as another chocolate called After 8. Another English chocolate.
I don't
So
really
it's very
like.
minty,
I don't-
very refreshing.
Yeah, but I don't like mint.
All
I don't
right.
like mint at all.
So you
It
have the Cheerio with chocolate, very
Yeah.
airy and very light.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Then there's the same one but with orange melts.
I like that a bit less. My favorite is the black one.
With just inner chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate. Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 5, how do you rate them? The chocolate one,
The chocolate one 5.
5. The orange melts,
3.
3. And the Cheerio for road tripping with mint.
2.
Whoa, I love that one.
Yeah, I know, but I don't really like it.
They come in packs with a bunch of them inside. So
Yeah.
very shareable.
Yeah,
And
definitely
great
shareable.
snack, and you don't have to finish the package when you open it. You can save some for
Yeah,
later.
and it's also a very good snack for Friday night if you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're on your way to practice.
Yes,
Football practice.
yes, all the football nuggets we do, it could be your snack for before you go to football practice. But also remember, you also have to eat some healthy.
Absolutely.
time.
And you're very good at
Absolutely, yeah.
eating healthy stuff, right?
Yeah,
What's some of your favorite healthy stuff?
I like salmon a lot.
Okay. And are there
You know what's one of my favorite?
No.
You guys all have to just all of you guys have to say sushi right now. Sushi is just
Sushi's
the
the best.
best. Yeah.
What's some of your favorite vegetables?
I like tomatoes a lot. Or like
broccoli?
I like broccoli a lot. It looks sometimes you make with mashed potatoes and
Steamed broccoli.
And steamed broccoli, you make like a little island, and then the broccoli is a
It's
tree.
like a tree on the
Yeah.
island. That's cool.
Yeah, I like broccoli.
Yeah. But
I
to
like
your
salads
point,
a bit.
you need a balanced diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a balanced diet.
Yeah.
No? Yeah.
What do you try to have in your balanced diet?
Well, today I
Protein?
had a protein. Protein I actually love. I love
Yeah.
chicken
Yeah.
and like meat.
Yeah. And
Vegetables,
yeah. And
carbohydrates.
yeah, that's good for energy, right? Not
Yeah.
necessarily good for, general health, but you need it for the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite type of food is protein.
Nice.
It's just the best, you
Yeah.
know.
Me too.
Sushi is kind of protein. No?
Absolutely.
Or
Yeah,
is it
lots of
kind
fish.
of vegetables?
No,
It's
mostly
protein.
fish.
Yeah, fish.
All right. Well, this concludes our non-football nugget for this time with a solid recommendation for the Nestle Cheerio chocolate.
Yes. All right, guys. Bye.